Alright, I'm back again with another Blu-ray collection video. This time going through the last bit of my boutique Blu-ray collection. So this will be the last one of these. I'll start with some updates because I found 4 releases on my shelves when I was going through them that I forgot to include in previous videos. So this is a sort of a collection update. I've had this forever, these releases, but just for some reason, when you have so much stuff that as I do, you just things get lost in closets and on your shelves, and you just completely miss out on them. So starting off with 88 films, I have a copy of Righting Wrongs. I have no idea how I missed this for the 88 Films collection videos, because this was on the same shelf as all the other ones. I just didn't, for some reason, realize to pick it up. It's an alright Hong Kong action movie. Well, there's a big poster. Let's see if we can get some awful footage of this. Yeah, starring Yuan Biao. I think Yuan Biao is an underrated Hong Kong action star. Two-sided poster as well. He's really good in the action scenes. I don't think he's that great of an actor, and he isn't as charismatic as someone like Jackie Chan, really. But yeah, he's an underrated action star, at least. Also has Cynthia Rothrock in it. She's great, always. Yeah, I'm looking forward to 88 Films releasing again some more Hong Kong movies later in the summer. They have some interesting stuff coming up, and I will absolutely buy all of it, because this is the stuff that I love. Yeah, that is Righting Wrongs. What do we have in here? Oh, we have some art card as well. I don't want to open this. Or do I? It's so tight. I guess I'll show these art. I'll try to do it like this, so you get an idea of what these are. Don't want to take the band off. 2 discs as well. Many cuts, but there's an English cut, Singapore cut, Ultimate cut, Hong Kong cut. Alright, maybe I watched the wrong cut, because I don't remember being that impressed by the movie. It was alright, but maybe I should rewatch it, try out some other cut. I think I usually go for just the Hong Kong cut. That's usually the best one. I don't know. Right, from the second site video, I forgot this one. This was with my Korea movies, and I just missed it. So I have a copy of Gonjiam Haunted Asylum, which is a found footage horror movie. Surprise, surprise, from Korea. And it's another one of these, like, this is a highly praised movie, but I don't think it's that great. It is a good entry into the found footage genre, but I do prefer stuff like Incantation, for example. This is quite a recent one. This is from 2020 something, I think, or maybe 2019 or whatever. Yeah. It's an interesting one. I think some of the scares here fall flat and are more amusing and funny than like scary, really. And they are trying to be scary so bad. Like they are doing everything in their power to try and be scary, but it just doesn't work out in many of the scenes. Maybe it's a me problem. I wasn't too scared by that stuff. Art cards as well. Again, don't want to take the band off because I won't be able to get it back on. It's stressful to try and get it on while the camera is rolling. So yeah. And of course I did lose one of them. Got it straight back in, really lucky. Yeah, just did one disc for this one. That's Gonjiam Haunted Asylum. Then from the Artificial Eye video, I forgot this one, which is the Handmaiden Special Edition. A great movie by Park Chan-wook. This is from like 2016 or 2015. 2017, all right. A bit later than I was expecting. A year later, 2 years later. Does have 2 cases. Oh, I have some shipping materials in here. I guess I haven't even opened this ever. I saw this movie in the theater when it came out and thought that it was just fantastic. Yeah. A pretty bare bones special edition. Why are there 2 discs? This is a Blu-ray and this other one is a Blu-ray. I guess there's a second disc for special features or something. No, both of these have special features, but just different stuff. Interesting. What is the difference between these? Oh, it's 2 different versions of the movie. One is 146 minutes and the other one is 168 minutes. Okay, so there's it's an extended. Oh, yeah. Should have read the spines. Theatrical cut and extended cut. That's interesting. I've never seen the extended cut. I'll have to rewatch this movie sometime and check that one out. And then from the Eureka Entertainment video, I forgot this one that I did realize while recording that this was missing, but I couldn't find it immediately on my shelves next to me. So I forgot Under the Tree, which is a Icelandic comedy movie. Maybe a bit out of place in this video because everything else in this video is going to be Asian, but yeah, there you go. I've yet to see an Icelandic movie that I haven't enjoyed. I've seen like 5 maybe, but yeah, I'll check that one out as well at some point. Right, so let's get to the main menu. I have here 2 big stacks of Third Windows releases. So Third Windows is a company, a UK company that focuses on mostly modern Japanese movies, so lots of 90s and 2000s Japanese movies, and then also some earlier ones, but usually stuff that other companies aren't releasing, wouldn't release, so they have a certain style to their stuff that will become immediately quite obvious. So starting off, I have a sealed copy of Electric Dragon 80,000 volts. I've seen this. I also have a DVD of this that I've kept because the DVD comes with a soundtrack CD. This one doesn't have the soundtrack, unfortunately, but yeah, just a crazy movie. 55-minute long, black and white assault on all of your senses. It's great. I also have 2 box sets of Nobuhiko Obayashi's movies. This is the one with the 80s movies. Beautiful artwork. Nobuhiko Obayashi, probably best known for his horror movie Hausu, which is just a masterpiece of a horror movie. This box set has a lot of stuff in it that I don't particularly enjoy, but there's one movie here that I think is really, really fantastic. So we have here School in a Crosshairs, which is a manga adaptation. It's quite awful. It's pretty awful, but also kind of funny and amusing at the same time. The Girl Who Left Through Time. This is the 80s version of this movie, Most people probably know the story from the anime movie from the 2000s, but Obayashi did a version of the story in the 80s. It's one of the stronger ones in this box set. Then we have The Island Closest to Heaven, which is another one like The Girl Who Wept Through Time. It's like a teenage drama with some comedy elements. Not a huge fan of that one either. It's so cheesy. Like there's so much 80s cheese in these movies that I find it kind of unbearable at times. But this one is fantastic. So if you're looking into Obayashi, have seen Hausu, and you wonder what should I watch next, I think this from the 80s is one of his better ones. His Motorbike, Her Island, tells the story of a woman who is interested in motorcycles. I don't want to spoil anything about it, but it's like a love story drama. It's great. Also a booklet here, some writing, and some visuals from the movies. One thing that I do appreciate about The Island Closest to Heaven is that it has this gorgeous island, tropical island setting. Looks great. And it's not Okinawa, it's one of the Pacific islands. I can't remember which one. Yeah, some good stuff here. So that is the first of the Obayashi box sets. The second one I have still sealed. I've seen one of the movies. Have yet to check out the rest. I don't usually like to marathon movies from box sets. I like watching one at a time. Just watch one every once in a while. So you don't you watch all of the movies with fresh eyes and don't get burnt out by them. So the second box set is the Anti-War trilogy, which has some of the 2000s movies. Casting Blossoms to the Sky, 7 Weeks, and Hanagatami. I saw Hanagatami in a movie theater when it came out, probably in 2018 here. And that one is just a massive, like, magnum opus. It's so good. It spans such a long time, and there are so many characters. It's really good. So Hanagatami is another high recommendation from this director, from me. Right. Another one of these same style of box sets is the Katsuhito Ishii collection. I watched one movie from this one. The first one, Shark Skin Man and Peach Hip Girl, which is kind of a gangster comedy movie with this very clear manga style. So he also has some animation in his movies and just this quite immediately noticeable style, very 2000s Japanese style. Although he did start in the late 90s. So Party 7. Then I guess there are 2 full-length movies here, and then the other ones on the third disc are shorter. They aren't full-length, but yeah. I did quite enjoy the first one. It's maybe a bit too long. Does run out of steam in the middle parts of the movie, but it has a really strong opening, and the ending has some fun sequences as well. So that's Katsuhito Ishii. One of the Ishiis. There are so many of them. Like Gakuryu, Katsuhito, Teruo, all making movies. Right. Another movie by an Ishii. This is by Sogo Ishii. The Crazy Family, from the Director's Company line that they currently have going on. One of the better 1980s Japanese movies. Just this ridiculous family nightmare horror, kind of a horror movie at times. Just about this family of people who all go insane during the movie. This guy gets into his mind that he has to make a massive hole in the middle of his living room with a power drill, like a concrete drill, however you say that in English. Yeah, really good stuff. Another director's company movie is The Guard from Underground, directed by Kiyoshi Kurosawa. So this is before Kurosawa's the most famous movies he did, like Pulse and Cure and Tokyo Sonata, which is by far his best work, in my opinion. Yeah. It's a slasher movie. There's this weird guard guy, just this massive giant of a man who terrorizes this woman. And there's also a Jasper Sharp article on the production company, director's company. I wasn't too impressed by The Guard from the Underground, but it was an alright watch. Again, well, this annoys me so much. Right? This one has a clear case. This one has a blue case. Annoying. I bought both of these brand new, so there hasn't been any case swapping going on. Right. Then other movies that I've watched. We have the Tetsuo double bill, The Iron Man and Body Hammer. Gee, I wonder, where did I get my username from? So yeah, these are just great sci-fi cyberpunk movies by Shinya Tsukamoto. And this is the 2-disc, like almost like a limited edition. Also has the movie, there's a third movie here somewhere on one of the discs. Not the third Tetsuo movie, that one is just awful, but there's the one of the short ones that he did before, yeah, The Adventures of Denshu Kozo, so The Adventures of Electric Road Boy. That one is included here as well as a special feature. Not a great watch, but it is similar in visual style to the Tetsuo movies. So, yeah. I recently did rewatch Tetsuo 2 Body Hammer. I was disappointed because it wasn't as good as I remembered it being, but it was still like an enjoyable, fun watch. The first one is just insane and incredible. Oh yeah, one more director's company release here. I do have more of them as well, but one that I've seen before. It's still sealed because I haven't rewatched it yet. So I got a copy of Typhoon Club by Shinji Somai. Again, one of these 1980s Japanese movies that people adore. Tells a story of these like high school students who get stuck in their school during a storm, and it's a fantastic watch. Right, and then I have a bunch of just regular releases here. Got a copy of Anti-Porno by Sion Sono. A guy who got just fully cancelled because of his sexual misdeeds, let's say, that way. So he probably isn't making any movies anytime soon, but yeah, Anti-Porno is it's a hypocritical movie because the director is criticizing the Japanese movie industry here for the exploitation of actresses, and then he gets cancelled for the exploitation of actresses. So it's kind of hilarious as well. But yeah, that movie, I wasn't a huge fan of it, but it is visually quite interesting. The movie that I did enjoy quite a bit is Beyond the Infinite 2 Minutes, which is one of these sort of let's do a movie in one take deals. By the director of One Cut of the Dead. I unfortunately don't have a copy of One Cut of the Dead. That's a really fun zombie movie. Surprise, filmed in one cut. Yeah, this is a sci-fi time traveling mind bender. Some interesting tricks in it. Another Sion Sono movie. This is Cold Fish, one of my favorites by him. Just a gruesome serial killer movie. a movie that you shouldn't really know anything about when you go into watching it. It's something. Another fish-related movie. I have a sealed copy of Fish Story here. A comedy movie from the early 2000s, I think. Yeah, 2009. It's like a music comedy movie. It's one of my favorite Japanese movies from the 2000s. Really good stuff. One of the funniest movies I've ever seen. Another quintessential 2000s Japanese movie, also from 2009, Kamikaze Girls. This has exactly the style that you would expect from a 2000s Japanese movie. 2 discs. These third window releases don't usually have a booklet in them, at least just the standard releases, so not really much to show here. Lesson of Evil by Takashi Miike. This one I don't enjoy at all. I think it's quite poor. Just a mess about this school teacher who gets fed up and just kills off his students. It's very Takashi Miike in a sense that he doesn't really try to make any of the characters sympathetic, and they just get killed off. It's quite it's something. It is definitely a movie that was made in Japan in 2000, like 6 or something. Right, and then one more Sion Sono movie, Love Exposure. One of the greatest Japanese movies ever made. 237 minutes of complete mayhem. It is truly something. It is truly something. This movie was originally supposed to be even longer, but the production company forced Sion Sono to cut it down to around 4 hours. Yeah, it's a masterpiece. I don't want to say much more about it, really. Right, and then I have the backlog. Got this box set for Toshiaki Toyada's 2000s movies. I wish I had the one that came before this, because there is also another box set that has his earlier movies, and those are just, there's some really good stuff there, like Nine Souls, for example. Nine Souls is just fantastic. These ones, I haven't seen any of them. So there's Hanging Garden, that one I know by name, and then a bunch of these newer ones that usually aren't even full-length features. So you have Monsters Club, Wolf's Calling, The Day of Destruction, and one of the greatest movie titles of all time, Go Seppuku Yourselves. So yeah, I'll check these out at some point. Then I have a bunch of these Director's Company releases. I got a copy of Door, which it's a double bill. It has two movies, Door and Door 2. So these are horror movies from the 90s, late 80s. Still sealed. That one has a blue case. All the other ones here have blue cases, except for Crazy Family with the translucent case. That's weird. Then I have 2 Shinji Somai movies more. Luminous Woman. So this is by the director of Typhoon Club. And also Love Hotel. Never seen these ones. I've been saving them for the right occasion. Right. I also have one more Gakuryu Ishii movie here. Punk Samurai. The only reason why I haven't watched this yet is that it's over 2 hours long. And that's a bit too much for a movie like this. Yeah. Punk Samurai. This is a recent one, I think, from 2023. Yeah. This is one of the newest movies released by Third Window in recent times. I also have a used copy of Katsuhito Ishii's Funky Forest, and the other one is directed by Shunichiro Miki, Warped Forest. These ones I've heard some things about. These are supposedly quite wild. Well, you can probably tell from the cover that it is probably the case. Incredible disc art here for the Warped Forest. It's cool. Haven't seen either one of these movies yet. And then again, some more Ishii. Which Ishii is this by? Is it Gaguryu? I think it is. Yeah, Ishii Sogo. Crazy Thunder Road, one of the early ones by him. It's like a motorcycle gang movie. Let's put it here. Then I have two of the Pink film collections. Volume 1 and 2 has Inflatable Sex Doll of the Wastelands. This one I have watched, and it is definitely something. It's like an avant-garde gangster movie with some sex scenes in it. And then there is Gushing Prayer. Inflatable Sex Doll of the Wastelands, again, one of the great movie titles of all time. It's so good. Gushing Prayer, I don't know much about. And then I have the volume 3 and 4. So these two, I think these are out of print. Many of these third window releases are out of print and quite expensive to get. So there's Abnormal Family and Blue Film Woman in this one. Don't know anything about these two movies. Then I have 3 more here. I got Isao Yukisada's Go. Should be a great movie. I've heard great things about this. Haven't had the time to watch it yet. And then I got this weird collection. This was in one of the Arrow. So you can get third window films releases, at least most of them, from Arrow Videos online store. They are represented there. So I got this from one of the sales for really cheap. The Weird and Wonderful World of Ujicha, which has some animated movies in it. Violence Voyager and Burning Buddha Man. Burning Buddha Man. Looks weird. Don't know anything about the director or any of the movies here. Guess have separate discs for the movies. Can I get it back in the slip? Yes, no, maybe, no, yes, no. Man. These cardboard slip covers are sometimes just unwilling to work with you. If there's even a little bit of a crease somewhere, you just cannot get it in there right nowadays. And then finally from third windows, there is Summertime Machine Blues from the creators of this movie, Beyond the Infinite 2 Minutes. I'll watch this now during this summer. I'm just waiting for the right moment. So yeah, third windows have really some really good stuff. I'm missing many that I would like to. I don't have Confessions, for example. That's a pretty good one with soundtrack from the band Boris. Great Japanese rock band. Just a bunch of really good stuff that they've released. Also some of the latest Directors Company releases I don't yet have. Mermaid's Tale and stuff like that. Right, to finish off, I have 3 more releases here. The first 2 are by Monster Pictures or whatever. Yeah, Monster Pictures. So I have 2 of these 2000s CGI horror action movies. So Monster Pictures, there's this green logo. Dead Sushi is exactly what you would expect. There's sushi with teeth attacking people. I thought this movie was extremely amusing and funny. So there is Dead Sushi. And I also have a copy of Yakuza Weapon, directed by Tak Sakaguchi. He's usually like a choreographer and actor. I think he's best known for the movie Versus, the samurai Yakuza movie. He was in that one. And I think he was also one of the people that got cancelled alongside with Sion Sono. I may be wrong about that, so if I am wrong, please correct me in the comments. But I think Tak Sakaguchi was one of the people who got cancelled for the sexual abuse of actresses and stuff like that. So, well, there you go. Yakuza Weapon, not the greatest movie anyway. So it's a pretty fun, really low budget action movie. Lots of CGI. And then to finish, I have one box set here for a Korean movie. This is A Bittersweet Life. This recently did get a 4K release from Second Sight, I think. But yeah, this is a movie by Kim Jae-woon, so the guy who did A Tale of Two Sisters, for example. It's a really good one. This is by a company called Bud Blue. I don't know anything about this company. I don't have anything else by them, but I just have this limited edition with the steelbook. And the movie is one of my favorite Korean movies of all time. There's a La Dolce Vita card. Okay, interesting. Yeah. What is this? This is like a cloth. Some kind of cloth thing. This is still sealed. I don't want to open it, but yeah, it's some kind of a cloth. It's like a cloth poster or something. I don't know. And then it has a collection of stills from the movie. So this is like a Korean version of a John Woo heroic bloodshed gangster movie, just set in the Korean underworld. I think this movie is just fantastic. And then there is a booklet, and I think this also has like a script book, something like that, comes with it. I have to assemble it later on. So yeah, there's also a book. Has some of the same. It's the same images from the art prints. That's kind of lazy, but yeah, not everything is from there directly. Some of the writing is in Korean. I guess this is like a Korean collector's edition or something like that. It is region free, so I did watch it from my B region player. And now to assemble this, the container for the booklet is awful. It's really difficult to get it back in there. Oh, I got it. Now the art prints. I'll have to assemble it off screen. I can't do it. Right, there's a scenario book, Korea and English. This is the reason why the release weighs a ton. It is really heavy, like this. It's like it's noticeably heavy, right? So let's slide that in there and slide this over a little bit. Right, there you go. And that's it. That's the entirety of my boutique Blu-ray collection gone through. I have still I have hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of just regular retail Blu-rays, but I don't think I'll go through those in videos because they aren't really anything special for the most part. I may do something with them later on, but yeah. So this was the collectible stuff that I have in my Blu-ray collection. So I hope you enjoyed these, and I'll be back again with something different, something else next week. Bye.